So 2006's The Prestige is available to stream on Hulu, and it's the first time I've been able to see the movie in almost 10 years. So I thought, what a perfect time for me to actually give it a review. But first, please like, subscribe, and share. Anything you can do will help my channel reach more people. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that bell icon so you can get my videos as soon as they drop. Yes, in 2006, Christopher Nolan released The Prestige. This came out right between Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. He pretty much made a Batman movie, one of his own passion films, and then a Batman movie on and off for about 10 years. So The Prestige stars Christian Bale, Batman if you will. It was probably a pretty easy casting call for Christopher Nolan. He likes to reuse most of his actors in multiple films. That's why Michael Caine is in this and pretty much every single Christopher Nolan movie for the last 25 years. Alongside of Christian Bale is Hugh Jackman, and the two of them go back and forth this entire movie. They are competing magicians in the late 19th century. And back then, when you were practicing magic, you pretty much were risking your life. And that's exactly what happens. Immediately at the beginning of the movie, Hugh Jackman's wife drowns and he definitely blames Christian Bale. And this begins their rivalry and pretty much grudge match for the rest of the film. They will go back and forth at each other, trying to prove who is the better magician, willing to kill each other in the process. The movie is a very interesting film. It's told in flashbacks via each other's journal. And half the time you don't know what's going on because you're unsure if the journal is a reliable narrator. There are twists and turns throughout the film, but it has an incredibly satisfying ending. I remember seeing the movie the first time back in 2006, and I was absolutely blown away by the ending. And in subsequent views, I end up watching it to see if I can see all of the clues as I'm watching through. And there are an incredible amount of clues and a lot of different twists and turns that you can see in second and third viewings of this movie. Now, a lot of people didn't see this movie when it came out. I would say it actually wasn't a success with all the big names that are in the film. I haven't even mentioned the fact that Scarlett Johansson is in this movie. Just an idea that Scarlett Johansson was like the 7th billed character in this film just lets you know exactly how big it is. The movie plays on the idea of what is magic, what is science, and what is a complete illusion. And a lot of things that you're pretty sure are one thing throughout the film end up being something completely different by the end. It was an absolutely fun thing to see when I was watching it in the theaters. It's one of Christopher Nolan's less known films, but it has a bunch of amazing actors, amazing twists, and a plotline that goes back and forth between each of the people reading each other's journal. Not knowing if they're trying to pull one over on the other person, or you're really following the exact narrative that actually happened. You also see that both of the main characters are flawed. Neither one of them is good, in that they both have issues with their personal life, their family, and their goal of getting complete fame throughout London. Being the best magician is one thing, but more importantly, being better than the other one is the most important thing to both Christian Bale's character and Hugh Jackman's character. Most of the movie initially is seen through Hugh Jackman's character, but the second half of the film is seen through Christian Bale's character. Seeing the twists, seeing the plot, seeing what happened in the background while you thought one thing was going on, but you're actually seeing what another thing is actually happening. And while it's not as good as, let's say, Interstellar, it's definitely one of Christopher Nolan's better films. Personally, I've never been that big of a fan of Memento. A lot of people say that that's what really put him on the map, but it's not really what solidified him as a great director for me. Whether it was Interstellar, The Prestige, or Inception, those were the big movies that made me realize how amazing Christopher Nolan was. It's also why I was so sad that he stopped making films for the DC Universe even after producing Man of Steel. His vision for Batman was amazing. His vision for Man of Steel was pretty good as well. And then he pretty much dropped off and has made his own passion project since. And I'm not complaining about his passion projects, they've all been great. But it's easy to see why the Snyderverse fell apart when he dropped out. But focusing on The Prestige, it is a lesser known Christopher Nolan movie and it definitely deserves to be watched. Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman both give incredible performances, while Michael Caine and Scarlett Johansson really do round out the cast, which is absolutely amazing. And if you have a keen eye, you will see David Bowie in this film. So if you have Hulu, I definitely recommend taking some time and streaming The Prestige. The Prestige, 9 out of 10. Where are more movies like this? Because I'd love to see them. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Make sure to click that subscribe button and check out those videos on screen now.